But then I stop. This has been one of those times.
iPad. Can you grab it? Test, 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 test. All right. We are live. Boom, boom.
Hello.
How's it going, Ann?
It's so good.
All right, so I don't know how to, I can't turn the music down just yet.
Body rocker.
Sounds good, sounds good. We can hear you both. Sweet.
Tom, your style is off the chain.
Is it? Is it?
I'm struck. I'm dumbstruck. I know that Banu is probably responsible for a lot of this, but
She is definitely responsible. She's bringing up the app that will let me turn off the music.
oh yeah. But the background, see the blue and orange. Were we talking about this before? Just
Thank
the
you,
combo
Banu.
of blue and orange
What's that?
is sublime. The combo of blue and orange.
Yeah. Yeah. What do
And
you think of
then,
the background there?
I mean, just the contrast that you got going, the simplicity, but the contrast. We're not in New York.
Ann's
no.
not in New York.
No, I'm here. I will be gone the upcoming next 3 classes because I will be at the beach with my family. So I'll miss y'all, but I'll be with the fam. And thinking of water, thinking about, I actually went swimming in a lake yesterday. Was that yesterday? That was yesterday. I can't believe that. So I went swimming in a lake, but then I'm about to go in an ocean, and then we're near the Eno River. So I was thinking, coming up to class, of all these different qualities of swimming in the water. And I know that, Tom, are you on?
Yeah, I'm here.
There you go.
Your lighting looks better than
Oh,
normal.
hell yeah, Amanda. No, my lighting, well, this is thanks to Banu. We would really be lost without Banu, y'all.
She's the organizing principal of this ship.
We're coming out and admitting it. We're just admitting it on air live.
Yeah, so let me say hey to the people that are here.
Let me say to Lindsay. Oh, no. Yeah, I was saying Lindsay is just part of our NYC, days, time spent in NYC. I've lived in NYC at various times, and Lindsay was part of my hoop crew, and then of the HoopPath crew every time Bags came to town.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Lindsay came to every workshop. I think she missed
For
one,
real.
and I'm still sort of sore about it, but she missed one because she was giving birth, I think. But other than that, yeah, she was pretty much at every one.
That was a HoopPath retreat, wasn't it?
What's that?
Was it a HoopPath retreat?
I'm talking about the ones in New York.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
He forgives you.
So,
He
hey,
can't bring himself
Lindsay.
to say
Hey,
it, but he forgives you.
Jen. Hey, Shelly. Sweet. Welcome back. Amy Faust is here. Sweet. Rita is here. Great.
Our crew is here. It's
the whole
just
crew.
The fam.
Sweet. Carla's here.
Hoop family.
Jackie's here, of course. Mars is here. And, yeah.
And, I
Lauren
just wanted
G's
to...
here.
Oh,
Okay.
hey, Lauren.
All right.
Lauren commented on this thread. I wanted to just say shout out and thank you to folks who commented on the thread in, what was it, Hoop Dance?
Right.
The Hoop Dance tribe. That was really sweet. Somebody was asking about online classes, and even some folks who lurk, I think people who don't commented on that Facebook thread, and that's so sweet. And I just was very touched by that. Oh yeah, Lindsay, you were there in spirit. Absolutely.
Okay, cool. I'm so used to calling you Shayna. So we'll but I don't want to, if I ever call you by a name you don't like, let me know. I typically call people by their handles here on YouTube, but
yeah, let us know your name, your pronouns as well.
Oh, yeah. You want to see me? Here we go. Yeah, this is Bonnie's idea. Not this particular fit, but she started suggesting that maybe, I think about the background and what I'm wearing.
Oh, so this is intentional.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Thought I was being funny, but I was being serious.
Yeah.
But this is another level.
Yeah.
And this is an example. This is actually so great because this is an example of how much more present we can be now that the tech is sort of dialed in, and we can just come in with a fuller,
Setup time tonight, 25 minutes.
A record. Was that a record?
Minutes.
For
yeah,
this
totally.
This is a record for this setup, yeah.
Yeah, 25 minutes. That's great, y'all.
Extraordinary.
That and this thing is running like a Ferrari right now. So again,
love the analogy.
Even Ferraris, can have problems. So if ever there's a I think we've fixed all the streaming issues, but if it shows up, I love all these emojis floating around. But if it shows up, let me know. If you get a spinning wheel, if the sound is too loud, my mic's too low, any of that stuff, let me know. Okay, so
Water.
Yep, we're going to start with Sway.
Beautiful.
Audible breath in. Audible breath in. Audible breath in. How was that for you, man? I kind of missed the whole sway.
You were tinkering.
I was tinkering.
Having a tinkering sway.
Yeah.
I was... Well, the other day I went to the river near here, and there's actually an old camp, and there's a huge wall, like sort of a semi-dam in the river, and the water also flows through, and so it was making these really incredible eddies and swirls, and I filmed a little bit of it, so I was trying to think of that as I moved and how those swirls moved and kind of moved off one another, split off from one another into more spirals, and that, toroidal movement that's so self-organizing, but then you can shift to any center in your body. That's sometimes the way that I like to think about it. Yeah. And the water, that was just having seen that water and some of the sudden drops. That's because it's like once the spiral opens up, that vortex, you can kind of drop down. And of course, I'm always trying to get into my legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. All right. Okay. We're going to continue our water class.
Is there a water, my Dan?
That's not really. Beth, her character was a water
Oh.
my Dan character. I mean, I imagine that there are. I mean, I'm sure that there are.
I can't remember her character's name.
Yeah,
We'll have to ask
either,
her.
but she
I'll
was
ask
like
her.
a sailor or something. Like where she.
I'm going to ask Beth.
Yeah, find out.
We'll resurrect her, my Dan.
Okay. It's actually been raining here, so this is kind of the inspiration for some of this. Okay, we're going to start with point technique. Oh, Mimi's here. Point technique is when you let the hoop hang. It's a chance to be stretchy. I love this track. Tonight in your sway for a technique, if you want to try one, I'm going to suggest that we move kind of like water rather than wind. And what I mean by that is that if water shifts one way, then it shifts back the other way. At least that's how we're going to play with it. More tidal movement than, say, river. Maybe we'll do river too. We'll do tidal first. So I can keep it super simple. I'm choosing to turn. It's kind of fun. Metaphors and analogies for me in this class are only meant to expand. They're never really meant to feel like they're cramping your style or your flow. Oh, I'm really kind of liking these balances and then falls. Anyway, a tidal type movement. That's pretty fun. So if I can add, I mean, this is so nerdy, but I could think like crashing wave when I make my fall, like that. Wow, this is fun. Whoa. Wow.
I feel like your space, you kind of can't drop the hoop anymore. It's just going to bounce right back to you.
It's really awesome that way. Yeah.
It's the cube.
Yeah. It's the cube, and it's kind of good. You know? And then, yeah. Do you have any thoughts on the exercise?
Well, I was trying to, with point, I've been doing it for so long. And sometimes for me, it can be kind of hard to stick to and not flow into other things. I know it is like a paddleball court, a racquetball cubicle. But I was trying to keep the hoop in motion and think instead about, I was really trying to get off the X and Y axis and stay on that tilted angle that we think about a lot with, escalators and wedgies, that kind of off angle, because that can be really fruitful. It takes you into like a different dimension. So trying to like be dynamic with that, like passing the hoop around and then passing it around my shoulder maybe. Or, I was trying the top of my head, my forehead, trying also my legs, trying to involve my legs. So I was really, just trying to mix it up.
Yeah.
And Mimi's one of our NYC crew as well.
Yeah, NYC representing. Okay. Why don't we could just try to we could just do do a continuation of what you were just doing.
Well,
okay, I think, here's what I'd like to do, I think. I was noticing that for me, this is super nerdy, but that, like, for me, when I imagined that I was in water instead of, say, the air that I naturally am, I noticed that my, like, movement or my arms were, like, responding as if there was resistance. And I used to do some kind of exercise based on this, but I kind of forgot what it was. And so, like, I invite you. So what I think we should do is try, some of Anne's technique with a water focus, so that you imagine that you're underneath water, say, and you're moving through that. And then I'll add a couple of more things as we get going.
And actually, that's great in the sense of, like, when I think about it, when you really imagine being submerged in water, the hoop's not going to stay straight up and down. It's not going to have that same gravity, It's going to have this whole different gravity to it.
I know. Carla, thank you for taking us to the beach.
Thank you. Oh my God, I love Maine.
With you.
The rocky beaches.
Okay, I don't think this one has the sound of water in it, but I think this will be a good song for this. All right. Actually, I'll give you a dose of me for a minute, and you're off the hook for a second while I just demo this. We've done an exercise called the Darsha exercise, where we blindfold and we move our hands and we try. Oh, that's right. Brecken gave a great water retreat, actually. But where we're blindfolded and we move our hands until we can feel like air on our hands. And then we focus in or put our awareness in on that feeling of air. And what tends to happen is people will start, that feeling of the air will change how they move their hands. So it's like a way to grace up, okay? We're going to do the same thing, but now we're going to imagine that we're in water, that the air you're feeling is water. And I'll admit, I've been hooping a long time, and I've tried exercises like this, so it's pretty easy for me to feel like I'm underwater. And it may not change the way my movement looks to you, but it changes the way it feels to me. Like right now, I'm enjoying imagining, that I am pushing, I'm being a little kid again, and I'm creating waves of water by pushing my hands. Audible breath in. The type of techniques that we're working on are perfect for bringing in your old movements that you were doing before hooping. Not old necessarily, but like ones that you're familiar with, like ballet or gymnastics, or I even brought in some basketball into my hooping, but point technique can be a good, or swimming, and bring those motions, that we try to break away from when we learn hooping, but once we get the hang of it, we can kind of bring those back in. All right. These are really long songs, so I am going to bring that guy down. All right. Hopefully that was... Man, I'm having such a nerd moment. Like I like sometimes it's embarrassing when this idea of water moving through water, just that creative template of an idea, is really like affecting me today. Like without the benefit of psychedelics or any mind-altering thing,
beautiful.
I can feel this difference of like moving through air and then moving through water. And what I was really noticing was when I was, when I could stay on that focus, because I lose my focus too, just like we all do. But when I could stay on that focus and think that I'm moving through water, it would slow down my movement and kind of grace it up in a way. Mm-hmm. Just naturally. And that's why I really like using analogy and metaphor in hoop dance, because it can help you go to a place that you can't think your way to. And so it gives you sort of a new pathway to open up a movement.
Nice,
Carla did some shoulder hooping. And do you have any requests about where we go next?
I will say I was getting, I probably because I have... been caffeinated today, but I found myself really having a hard time moving slowly.
Oh, really? Wow.
And then I just thought, okay, well, I'm in the ocean, I'm in the waves, and so I was really trying to, maybe a little bit as Carla, getting in. I was kind of almost getting into a core place a little bit, but I was also hubling. I was really trying not to rush. It can be really hard for me sometimes. You, I think, are very good at staying slow and maintaining a pace. I tend to just speed up. I start slow and then I speed up.
Yeah. I get it.
I'm not against speed, but
so you're thinking something a little bit more upbeat, maybe some core would be good?
Why don't we core? Because we could talk about water in a different way. Bono, we have you to thank for the lighting. My God,
poignant?
This is a game changer. It's different.
What's a poignant?
What
is that?
I'm an amateur cinematographer.
Player of year. Okay.
Yeah, babe. Just speeding up.
I know. Sorry, Bonnie, I'm being a nerd up here. Too cryptic. Yeah, it made me too smart. Let's do. Oh man, I had some surf rock, but I can't remember how to find it.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should.
The Ventures.
What's that?
The Ventures.
No, it was Dick Dale.
I'm a little scared, but I'm going to go with you.
Yeah, let's try it. Well, maybe it's not here anymore. No. Okay. Never mind. You're off the hook. All right, let's try. That's what I think of when I think of surf music. Okay. Dance hall. Oh yeah. We could try some dance hall. Actually, this is okay. Let's just keep going with this. Now, when it comes to water, let me turn it down a little bit because this is water plays a huge the idea of water can be super helpful for core hooping. And what I mean by that is if you imagine, Anne's lighting is killing it tonight, but if you imagine that you are, there's two ways you can think about water, and hey Jules, sweet.
Jules, love you, girl. Hugging you.
Sending you love and support there, Jules. All right, so there's two ways you can think about water. One, and we'll work on this right now, is thinking about it as if it was inside of you, like internal. like you are a vessel of water, and so you can imagine swishing that water around. If I do a rock step, I'm kind of wave pulling it a little bit, if you know what I mean. And if I swirl it, this swirl technique can really help you if you want to learn to chi the hoop up, particularly if you want to do it without turning, but it definitely works with turning. This is to chi the hoop up, is to pop it up like that. And the swirl technique can help you if you imagine swirling this water like around your glass, right? And that the hoop is that feeling of the top of the water making it up the glass, right? It's try to get that glass, boom. That's one way to do it, to swirl. There's other ways to chi, but that's one.
And one thing to notice too about this technique of swirling is that it evens out your hoop. You know how sometimes you still got that knocking feeling?
Right.
If you still feel like your hoop is knocking against your bones, try that swirling. Try exaggerating sometimes with the hoop, especially if you have a big hoop. You can do a really big movement, but then you can see how it smooths out. It smooths out the rhythm. It smooths out the plane. That's why he can chi it, is that the plane is all even, because it's not kind of fighting against itself. Right. I also wanted to say thank you, Amy, and that's all Albano. Yes. And it does look like water. It does look like rising water. You can see how it sort of laps up. Boop, boop, boop. I don't feel like that.
I'll turn the music back up. If you are thinking about swishing the hoop around, one thing that you can use the swish around technique. You can use the swish around technique to speed up the hoop too. So this is if I'm just sort of swishing it, like this is more wine-like, right? I'm just sort of sending the hoop around in the swish or rolling it around. If I was like a kid and I was trying to see like how high I could get it up the sides, I would spin the vessel faster, right? And so that's kind of obvious about how you speed the hoop up, but this technique can kind of help you. And what will happen if you pull, thank you. But if you pull that swish, that swirl in, you move it really fast, you'll speed up the hoop. I haven't heard this song in a minute.
And if I may just extend also what Bax is talking about, because I was thinking about this earlier, another thing you can do with the swirl is if you, instead of speeding it up, if you slow it down and widen it, make it bigger, then you can slow your hoop down.
Oh, yeah.
Then the angle of your hoop is going to be more in that liminal space between X and Y, but that could be a really interesting challenge, and oftentimes that is something you can do standing still, but then when you add steps to it, you can slow the hoop down even more. So that's kind of a secret of slowing down your hoop, is that you can use that technique kind of both to, quickly like swish it around, speed it up, but you can also, make it much bigger and gooier, and it's nice.
Yeah. Okay, so this may not be, this next one may not be for everybody, but Beth taught a workshop, so I'm going to give her props, where she talked about the swirling wine glass, and she used that for shoulder and chest hooping. So we're going to try shoulder and chest hooping with the swirl and see if we feel it at all. If you're new to shoulder hooping and you want to learn it, the best thing I can recommend is that if whichever direction the hoop is going towards, that you push in your PM arm and then your AM arm, right? So if the hoop is going to the left for me, I'm going to push in, I'm going to dip down into the current, my left arm, I'm going to rise up and my right arm will fall in. I'll show you how it looks. So I'm here. I'm going to the left, so I'm going to push my left arm in and then my right arm here. The hoop will probably want to fly up. The hoop might throw up, honestly. It doesn't like quick movements.
Hoops don't throw up. Hoopers throw up. If you get dizzy, jump up and down.
If your hoop gets queasy, it won't like this exercise, but if I'm here, I'm going to dip. I'm going to the left. I'm going to dip my right arm in. There's a million ways to get to the shoulders. There's just one of them. I'm going to dip in, go up to mountain. If the hoop rolls all the way up to my neck, I'm going to keep hooping like I meant to send it there and then let it roll back down. If I keep my arms out here, then I've got mountain, and it keeps the hoop up. All right, let's play a song, and we're going to shoulder hoop. We're shoulder hooping and trying swirling. How does that work? Okay. So we start this one. We'll start this one over. It's a nice track. And we could go ahead and add, into this, since we're getting kind of tight on time already, we could go ahead and add some of this. Nice. So Anne's doing some shoulder hooping. No, what Anne was talking about is that big swirl, like I just did there. If you want to, it can throw the hoop down into a penny plane, and can be fun to play with it that way. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to take a big swirl and see how the hoop instantly drops. I'll do it to the left. Take a big swirl. Uh-oh. There we go. But one way you can really feel the swirl in the chest is to just chest hoop, isolate, bring your arms up. If you can't shoulder hoop, this is one way to try it. Nice, Anne's cheating there. But if I come here and I swirl my chest underneath, it's an ab workout, but if I swirl it, I can really feel that roundness going around. Nice, Anne's doing a little pinch break. Anytime I drop my shoulders in, I can try to drop my arms in to get to my shoulders. I can try that roundness again. You probably can't see that I'm trying it, but it feels different.
If I can add, it's also really interesting to notice as we're both doing, like, we're maintaining the swirl of the chest and really the heart center, but we're doing different things with our arms. So I would encourage everybody, see what's your entry point? Do you feel good with your arms relaxed like that? Do you feel better pulling your arms out and just trying to do, or do you feel better being a rock'em sock'em robot? And actually, all these things work. This is what's interesting. All these things work, including no arms, including moving the feet, including not moving the feet in any direction, so you can turn with, but if you're maintaining that heart spiral, it's just going to roll right through. So you see how many different kinds of, arm positions we're going through.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm a cylinder. Wow. Yeah.
One more thing, another little mini breakthrough. But so I have one of the things that I struggle with, and I always have. So there's a bright side of it, which is I have very good posture, and I'm very like sitting up straight. But I also have a lot of trouble releasing my neck and kind of not watching what's going on, kind of a sense of vigilance, needing to know what's going on. But sometimes that really gets in the way of releasing this upper part of the spine. So in this exercise with swirling the heart center, I was really trying to release my neck, and I was finding that being able to release from that, not needing to know where I'm going. I'm just in the room. It's like I'll just hit a couch or a chair or something. So just being able to like, so try that if that hasn't. I mean, of course, if your neck is safe, if you don't don't tend to pull your neck, but that was something that really helped me get into this part of the spine.
Yeah. Okay. Ann, do you have any requests? We have time for about like one more exercise and then a free hoop song or so. We started more or less on time for me, so
That's awesome.
But the class blew by. I'm up to hoop at least twice more, or
let's hoop a couple more songs. My only request is a dance hall.
Okay.
Sean Paul, something. Doesn't have to be Sean Paul, but comparable.
Okay.
To Sean Paul. And I say that because as much as, there's R&B, there's hip hop, my favorite things to dance to. I love to dance to bluegrass. I love to hoop to all these forms, but there is something about dance hall and the specific beat of dance hall and the marriage of elements.
Yeah.
It's just, I just can drop in to it so much more often than not.
Yeah.
W for dance hall.
I think this classifies as dance hall-y.
Even if it has like a dance hall sample, I feel like that beat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. All right.
Nice,
Looks
Amanda.
like the exercise went over well.
Hell yeah, Amy.
People want more. I don't know. I think we should maybe do core. I know that it's tiring, but maybe we should just do that. Is that too jungle? That's a little more jungle than dance hall.
Breakbeat, but I like breakbeat too.
Well, that's jungle. That is a very jungle. Let's try this one.
Tonight you're gonna see some breaking and some rapping and some breaking.
Yeah, this has kind of got a dance hall-y vibe, sort of. Oh, I know. Oh, I got it. I got it. Now let's go we're going to go dirty dance hall. Here we go. This is the perfect core hooping song. This is old school. You're welcome, Jules. I know some of you might have to peel off, but we'll try some core hooping, or you can do dance. Of course, I can't see you. Hoop any way you want to. But. All right, let's keep hooping then. I will point out one more technique that you can try that's very watery and also helps with core hooping, and that's the idea of pulses. Like if you imagine that you're in water and you want to send a wave to somebody with your whole body, you would push, and then you wouldn't necessarily take off and go that direction. You would sort of push and stop to really sort of like create the wave and then separate yourself from it. In hooping, that's called a pulse. And so if I push with a pulse, that can really help get the hoop going again. It's a style, it's an expression, it's a move, and I'll show you what it looks like. It looks, like I'm gonna go back to what I was doing in sway. I'm sort of gonna fall into it. Actually, falling into it might be a little bit too hard, but you see how I kind of jump into a rock step? That's a pulse. You don't have to move your feet to pulse. I'll put my palms out so you can see.
He's like exaggerating, but it can show you how you can do that maybe
Yeah.
in a slightly more.
Yeah, I'll show you more the more organic version of it. Where it can help you is, let's say you go into a barrel roll and you come out of it without that much momentum, I can pulse to get that momentum going again. Like if I turn, let's see here. Boom. Boom. Those are pulses.
If you were at an angle, like a pulse would be a jump.
Yeah.
But if you're on the horizontal plane, then you're pushing forward like Max was showing.
Yeah, show them what you're talking about. You're totally right. If she drops her knees, jumps, lands, whatever, but she creates a sudden up and down, that's what Ann is saying. When you're in an angle, it becomes a pulse.
Not quite like butter, maybe a little more like Crisco this time. I was struggling. Well, now it's sustained angle hooping. Whoo! Testing my stamina.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's definitely,
every time.
It's definitely a workout.
I'm going to turn down the air actually for a second.
You are. All right. I'm going to see something here while you guys grab some water. All right. No. Little green.
Had to get that AC rolling.
Yeah. Let's see. No. All right, we want to go way up. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I will
Hope
do
everybody's,
camera adjustment a little bit
having
later.
a great week.
Yeah,
remember
and we're
to
gonna
check your
miss
voter
you.
registration. Make sure that you're up to date before early voting starts in October. And if you're going on any more summer adventures, watch out for weather. Take your sunscreen. I'm just very conscious of like summer's end. How about you, Bob?
Yeah. I'm starting to think about it. It was cold last night here in North Carolina.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a chill.
Yeah, it was a chill 72 degrees here, and that was for us a little trippy.
Oh, yeah.
This early in the year. Actually, it's probably more like,
a little bit of everything.
being
maybe.
sort of funny, sort of serious. Okay.
So we're gonna free hoop, I guess. But
yeah.
I wanted to just say, if I don't have a chance to talk to everybody, I'm just gonna miss y'all while I'm away. But I'll be looking forward to reconnecting 2 weeks from tonight. Come back with some beach vibes.
Yeah.
Carolina beach vibes.
So for our free hoop, are you still wanting to hear some upbeat stuff? The leaves are turning up north.
I could still. Oh my God, Carla, Jesus. Well, I guess in Maine, yeah, dude, y'all. Whew. I could never live up north.
So, Andy, what do you think? Upbeat to end this, or to keep
I'm
going a
still kind of. If you got a Sean Paul in there, I don't know.
Oh, well, maybe I do.
I am a Sean Paul, like for hooping. The beats.
I do have a Sean Paul. I didn't realize I had a Sean
Paul.
Carla. All right.
Cracking me up.
All right, let's
Love
do
you,
this.
Jules. Thank you.
Reaching out and touching the girl and making them life happy. Them job for dirty compute for sloppy. You don't know, so right now the boy got
By request.
Nina Sky.
Boy, when you touch my body, you know you make me feel hot.
Yo.
We're going home after this party, so you can show me what you got.
Yo.
We'll start slow, got all the time you need, nowhere to go. Baby, it's you and me. Let's go, make me say
Yo.
oh.
Woman, rubbing it together, touching it up on me pleasure. Girl, and me a the connect, I figure you the right pressure. Me a the professor, girl, I gonna get you wetter, make you start sweat, feel better in any kind of weather. We are the leader. Girl, I follow back with them, say we are the breeder. Say them want to get all of the juice from the seed, yeah. Say them read about we every day in the media, and them say good loving when them need you again.
Boy, when you touch my body,
girl,
you know you make me feel hot.
No doubt.
We're going home after this party, so you can show me what you got.
Yo, yo.
We'll start slow, got all the time you need, nowhere to go. Baby, it's you and me.
Connection.
Let's go, make me say oh.
Yo, yo.
Oh.
Anytime about them, I feel work them properly. Make them know so that we got the bedroom strategy. We rock the girl them right, this is a necessity. Wanna listen to the dusty philosophy, wanna be penny me. Make sure so that you know what's stuck up on the Guinnesses. Cut up on the chronic, stuff it up in your chalices. Up enough for work on the girl them premises. This how we analysis, we bust it and we never miss.
Boy, when you touch my body, you know you make me feel hot. We're going home after this party, so you can show me what you got. We'll start slow, got all the time you need, nowhere to go. Baby, it's you and me. Let's go, make me say oh.
Nina Sky.
I've been eyeing you since this party started. I can't deny you make me hot. Your energy's taking over me. Can you feel the heat when you're next to me?
Yo,
You
yo.
speak in the way you dance, so sexy. It screams romance. Come on, boy, I want to see
Yo, yo.
what you have in store for me.
So big up all of the gyal them with the wifey title, and big up all of the gyal them inna the matey circle. Profound for them and walk them like bicycle, cause the gyal them want they loving them no one get stifle, yo. The gyal them want to feel the fire and feel the flame. Gyal them want the thing to drive them mind insane. Turn on the pressure, make them feel all the pain, cause the gyal them want the all night train, yo.
Boy, when you touch my body,
Blazing.
you know you make me feel hot. We're going home after this party, so you can show me what you got.
Come on.
We'll start slow, got all the time you need, nowhere to go. Baby, it's you and me.
By the way, I will be here Tuesday, and we will be having class. I don't have to anticipate canceling any classes anytime soon.
Nina Sky.
We're going home after this party, so you can show me what you got. We'll start slow, got all the time you need, nowhere to go. Baby, it's you and me. Let's go, make me say oh,
Oh my God, yes, that was the vibe. Thank you.
Did you like that one?
Loved it.
Okay.
Loved it.
We'll go out with an uncharacteristic. We'll do.
Chapel Run.
I need to check that out. I
Oh
don't
my
know
God,
that.
Pink Pony Girl. I'm obsessed.
Okay, I'll
I
check
try to
it.
sing it at karaoke tomorrow. I'm going to try to wait till you get there.
Okay. Yeah, we're going karaoke tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
All right, we're
Drink
going to
your
end
coffee.
with a rare upbeat song for those that still want to get down a little bit. But if you have to check out, I totally get it. And we will see you guys. I'll see you Tuesday. I'm going to keep hooping to this. I might try some breaks. That's a good idea. Here we go. Love flowing like water. Thank you. So we'll give you. Let's try the multi-cams for breaks. See what this looks like. If it's cool or not. Kind of cool. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Carla. LED hoops. Thank you, Shelly.
Like Lord of the Rings overtones. The background. Okay, before we go green, I want to say,
Yeah.
even though it's completely losing my whatever, I was so inspired this particular song, and I love the pace of it. And I wanted to shout out a hooper that I love to watch, Amber Flows. She goes really fast. She does amazing breaks. She's just got an amazing style. So Amber Flows, check her out on Instagram. Love y'all.
Yeah. Thank you guys. We'll
Thank
go
y'all.
back and help. All right, guys. If you can, or for folks, I'll see you Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.